Are you trying to break free from sugar cravings, junk food binges, smoking, or perhaps you're tired of procrastination holding you back? If that's the case, this video is for you. So today, we'll be going into the science of breaking bad habits and addictions and also explore a few strategies to help you overcome them. Before understanding how to break free from bad habits, we need to understand what habits really are. So, habits are behaviors that become automatic over time through repetition. So, they form a loop consisting of cue, a routine, and a reward. For example, you might feel stressed, which is the cue, smoke a cigarette, which is a routine, and then feel a temporary sense of relief, which is a reward. However, not all habits are the same. Some are more like routines we follow, while others can be more addictive. So, understanding the behavioral and the psychological aspect behind this can help us break free from bad habits a lot easier than how we think. So, one of the key concepts would be nudging. So, nudges are subtle changes in our environment that can steer us towards better behaviors without restricting our freedom of choice. For instance, placing fruits at eye level in your fridge can nudge you to choose them over junk food, or placing your phone across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off will stop you from snoozing in the morning. So, it is also important to distinguish between addiction and habit. While habits are routine behaviors, addiction involves a physical or psychological dependency. Addiction often requires more intensive intervention compared to habits. So, addictions can be harder to break because they affect our brain chemistry and involve more intense cravings, whereas habits, on the other hand, are generally easier to manage if you can understand the triggers and the rewards. So, now that you have understood how habits work and the difference between a bad habit and addiction, we can look into some scientific strategies to break the bad habits. So, the first effective method would be removing the cues. So, the cues are the triggers that initiate the habit loop. By identifying and removing these cues, you can significantly reduce the habit's occurrence. For example, if you're trying to stop snacking on junk food, remove all junk food from your home. Without the visual cue, you're less likely to indulge in it. Now, if you're someone who enjoys reading, you should read Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a great book that offers you a comprehensive guide on how to build good habits and break bad ones. Now, if you're not someone who reads much, start small, just 1 or 2 pages a day, and this book is a good place to start with. So, according to him, people with self-love don't spend much time in tempting situations because they'll be in disciplined environment. For being in a disciplined environment, first we need to remove the cues and make it difficult to do. He also mentions that habits feed themselves, so when you feel bad, you eat junk food, feel worse, and eat more junk food. Scroll reels, feel run down, keep watching due to low energy, and feel more run down. So it's easier to avoid the temptation than resist it. And the positive habit cues are very obvious, whereas the negative habit cues are invisible. Another strategy is to replace the bad habit with a positive one. For instance, if you're trying to quit smoking, replace it with a healthier activity like taking a walk or chewing a gum. This keeps the routine part of the habit loop intact, but with a healthier alternative. Now, the third step would be considering setting up small rewards for yourself when you make progress. This taps into the reward part of the habit loop and helps reinforce the new behavior. There are additional few tips that can help you reduce the bad habits or change the bad habits. So, the first one would be track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to track your habit breaking journey. Seeing your progress can be very motivating. And the second one would be seeking support. So, share your goals with your friends or your family. So, having accountability can bring a great difference. And last but not the least, be patient with yourself because habits take a lot of time to change. So, be kind to yourself and stay persistent.